welcome to another edition of 10 Count. For UCN Live, I'm Michael Montero, joined by Mike Baca of UCN and Doug Fischer of Ring TV. Real quick, wanted to say thank you to our new sponsor, Unique Energy Drink, who brings us into our segment for this episode of 10 Count, Unique Moments in Boxing. Doug, what are some unique characteristics in a particular fighter that makes him stand out style-wise to you?
There's a guy this year, he's a Golden Boy Promotions prospect named Edgar Valerio that I actually saw his pro debut in 2012, and it was one of the best four-rounders I've ever seen. He traded knockdowns with his opponent, who I also believe was turning pro, and wound up stopping the guy in the fourth and final round. And then he disappeared for a while. And during this time, he disappeared because of managerial troubles, and now he's signed with Oscar De La Hoya's brother, Joel De La Hoya. But he grew while he was away from the sport. Like he grew like 3 inches. But he's a featherweight. He's 5'11", and when I see this guy, a lot of times at the Blasco Theater where they have the LA Fight Club series, where Golden Boy is developing prospects, they'll put a bunch of their prospects together in the ring, in between fights, and just kind of introduce them. And I recall watching him before his first fight at Blasco, standing in the ring with a bunch of welterweights and junior welterweights. And he's taller than all of them, taller, ranger. But his frame, you would have thought that he was a welterweight or a junior middleweight. And before his second fight at Blasco Theater, I saw him right after the weigh-in at the Golden Boy offices. And I'm looking at this dude, and I said it, and I think I put it out on my Instagram. I don't know how this guy makes 125, 126 pounds, but he does, and he's not drained. And he's still in his early 20s, and he's only 6-0 right now. The last 2 times he's fought on LA Fight Club, he's scored highlight reel first-round stoppages. He's actually got a little bit of buzz going. I can't imagine where that buzz is going to be when he's 10-0. But here's what I love about him. He's one of these tall, rangy boxer punchers that really has that eraser where he can knock a guy out. And it's that sort of explosive thin man thing that we had, boxing has had with, Thomas Hearns, Bob Foster, and I'm not putting him in the same sentence as these all-time greats, but it's that kind of style. He poses a unique problem for every featherweight he faces because he has the frame of a junior welterweight or welterweight, and he might just have the power of those weight class fighters.
So Mike, is there a unique fight that stands out to you or a unique moment that brought you into the sport? I feel like most of us have some unique moment that brought us into boxing, right?
Absolutely. Every fight fan has one fight that draws them in and makes them fall in love with the sport. That fight for me was Floyd Mayweather versus Diego Corrales. I saw Floyd Mayweather as this tiny guy. I'm a small guy, obviously. And he went up against this very tall Diego Corrales. And what division was that?
Puncher.
What
it
division,
was,
Doug?
Junior lightweight.
Junior lightweight.
15 years ago.
Yep.
And I was there.
Probably Mayweather's best division. As far
absolutely.
as over the course
Best
of his career.
performance.
Best performance, in my opinion, over his career. And I just saw him beat up this tall guy, and it resonated with me as being, the short kid. And I really love that. And as it turns out, now that Mayweather has progressed and turned into a different style of fighter, it's glad we have Unique on board for the Floyd Mayweather fights.
Help us get through those 12 rounders?
Yeah, it's pretty ironic, but yeah, that's my moment.
It all ties together, right?
Yeah.
For me, boxing, the unique personalities are the funnest part of the sport. And for right now, you got guys like Tyson Fury and stuff like that, but the most unique personality is Adrian Broner, who was the can man, right? Anybody can get it. Americans, Mexicans, Africans. Now he's riding in the can. And while you're at it, get a can of Unique Energy Drink. Guys, thanks again to Unique Energy Drink for being our sponsor. For UCN Live, I'm Michael Montero here with Mike Baca, Doug Fischer. We'll see you guys next time on 10 Count.